Oh, I gotta fix that thing at the back. I set on my headphones. So before doing these videos, I'm frequently looking at that Eurovision World Odds thing where it's got all of the bookmakers' predictions, I guess. And I looked and I said, Albania mustn't be in it this year. And it took me a while. And then I realized the problem was that my eyes were scanning the bottom of the odds. But at the time of recording this, Albania is at number 9, which is weird because Albania sends something really good every year and it ends up being number 30 something, right? But this is number 9. Shkodra Elektronike.
Këtë minutën këtë qas në paranoja Pas qio të ju l'bërë të duket bota Në përves në ambulans Kërë kurse arrogancë Edhe sot në thanë që s'brishet koha
The first thing I'm noticing here is that clap beat on beats 1 and 3. Or is it on every beat? It's just on every beat. This is so interesting. I'm so intrigued by this. It's this mix of non-Western influenced music with an orchestra. And I'm hoping nothing changes. And is that like what's that over there? Is that like a little drum pad of some kind? As the orchestra came in, coupled with her voice, coupled with her mesmerizing high registers, it was so gripping. And you can see where I've stopped it just before the beginning of the next section, where it's about to head into something huge. Because there's this random guy as well. Here, what's he doing? Yeah, it's hitting like a drum pad of some kind. It's like a cymbal. There it is again. Here we go. Yeah. Again? Yes.
Zjerm, vjerëm I valet tona tribale që u shtojmë sarte po kur bjen male. Zjerm, njerëz po emen e njerëz të lirë, njësoj këputën e binë si shtatë, frika që të mullën shpirë. Zjerm, këtu flende Tirana e hana, e lyjë si shofim se jyt në shkel kama kurit si njerëm. Zjerm, jenat undë për flake dritë, e të kërkojmë këtë tak që spranë të I shënëritë.
Zemër të pastër Në notën time të dërgoj dritë Aman mizere, aman mizere Ha, në zemrën time, zemrën
Yes.
Kënë minuto të vazhdoj Njërës të mire, njërës bojme Kërtë se në pavën shpirt Janë anet të tokajme Ku kam linë sot e haroj
Don't click off yet, because for those of you who watch my videos, you know that I stop it a little bit more often, and I know that can sometimes be frustrating. So for those of you who have just come in to watching me for the first time here, you would have noticed that I stopped it maybe once, twice, 3 times maximum. That's not usual for me. The reason why I implore you to stay in this video right now is because I do want to look at some of the fascinating things which you love about this piece but can't put words to. And the reason why I couldn't stop it much is because of how engrossed I was, but I try to stop it often for several reasons. The analysis and what I want to say, but also in full conscious that this is not something we should be playing from start to finish without stopping, with respect to copyright. She's so strong vocally. So the first huge change we get is between this verse and this first pre-chorus, which is so engrossing because she's firing lyrics at you, centering around only a few notes. And this first big change is taking away the texture, and she's gone from firing these notes at you, really quick notes, and you'll hear it in a moment, to then really long, sustained notes with less texture, less instruments, and these longer sustained notes that she's singing are the same rhythm as this strummed string instrument or this guitar playing underneath. They're playing together the same rhythm. And this is this first huge change, which really gripped me in going, okay, where's this moving? Here is where she's firing at you, just non-stop. Now listen to this change. Guitar underneath is the same rhythm. Sustained strings. So that first change is, I feel like, is what really has pulled me in here. And then we're going straight back into this idea where she's once again firing at you. But in that beautiful contrast in pitch where we hear her go up to those higher registers, and the emotion that we get from it is incredible. I mean, you don't have to understand the language to feel that. I don't know what this song's about. Maybe she could be saying anything and still get that coming along really well. But here's the part. Here's the part which is truly critical. Oh, love that. The consonants, the sound consonant of the sh, is just repetitive, really helps here as the strings are repeating 2 notes underneath, which is building and building. Another harmonic minor. I really hope, this is a national final performance, I hope they're not pulling a Sanremo here where they have this wonderful orchestra and then completely not have it in the original. I can look at the original, but I'd like to see this orchestral arrangement straight in, because that mix of Western and non-Western is absolutely gorgeous. And then you just take everything away and let the silence and her command your attention. And the claps. And hear that double, Zjerm, where she comes in and does it. It's Eerie at the same time as him. Watch. How eerie is that? Have it again. Nah, we didn't hear her this time. Yes. What does it mean? Zjerm. It didn't understand me. Zjerm. Nope. I'm going to write it down. Oh, Albanian heart. And that could be where that constant beat is coming from in the claps. It doesn't mean heart. I mean, I don't want to go and just assume it means heart, then start putting these arbitrary explanations and then somebody telling me in the comments that no, it really just means throat or something. But the eeriness behind her doubling a few words here, and usually someone help me out to say this word. Zjerm. How cool is that? And it's just this eerie, unexpected rhythm on an almost speaking, singing way. Husky, deep. I can't figure out what notes they are because he's speaking, singing. This is insane.
Zjerm, vjerm I valet tona tribale që u shtojnë sarte po ku bjen male. Zjerm, njerëz po emën e njerëz të lirë, njësoj këputën e binë si shtatë, të që mundën të shpirë. Zjerm, këtu flendeti rana e hana, e lyjë si shofim se jyt në shkel kama kurit si njerëm. Zjerm, jenat ondë për flak e dritë, e të kërkojnë këtë tek që spranë të i shënëritë.
The relationship between these two vocalists absolutely contributes to making this what it is. You hear that contrast. One of them with a very sweet, high pitch, but almost melancholy tone versus a very low, husky, almost coarse tone. This relationship makes for something spectacular. I see why it's high in the odds, but I don't at the same time, because I think this is so underrated. She's hitting some really high notes, so I need this arrangement to be the same in the Eurovision Song Contest stage. I need it to be. This orchestra alongside her is incredible. The counter melodies between the strings and the vocals are incredible. And then just lets the orchestra do the talking. What does that mean? Schneed. Shadow. But that's shade. No, I can't. I don't know. I mean, I can just look up the lyrics really in the translation. It's not that hard in this day and age. If I've got a mobile device and I'm speaking words at it and it translates it for me, there's, I'm sure, some way I can go onto Google and say English translation of. But do I want it? Not really, because I don't care, because this is awesome in the way that it is. I mean, this is getting straight through to the finals, no doubt. Look, I'm always looking at the comments down below. I'm always seeing every single one that comes in. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad I got around to this one. Until next time.